Hello everybody, welcome to All India Juvo Computer Saksharata Mission, a complete online computer education system. Here is the new session on learning Python online. This is the second session on where you learn tuple. So in this session we learn some of the mathematical function and other functions in Python. So we know that in list we learn plus and into operator, which is repetition operator and concatenation operator. We can use this operator in list 2. With the help of the example we can implement this, execute this one. So if I want to implement plus and into operator, concatenation and repetition operator, this is my first list. Here I declared these values, and this is my second list where I declare 50 and 60. Okay. Now with the help of this concatenation operator we can concatenate the two values of T1 and T2 within T3. Now if I print T3, then actually it is the concatenated value of T1 and T2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. With the help of this plus operator we can concatenate two tuple into a single tuple. Save it. Tuple 12 I think .py. Now you have to run it from command prompt. Tuple 12, run it. That's it. It concatenate the value of T1 and T2 into T3, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now I can use repetition operator in tuple 2. This is my value on T4. I use 10, 20, and now in T5 I have to T4 into 2 in 2 time or 3 time. Now I print T5. What will be the answer? The answer will be, it is twice repeated twice. So in concatenation operator, in this case it repeat twice. Okay, this is the output. Okay, run it again and you will see this is the output. If I use 3, then it repeat 3 times. Okay, this is how we can use concatenation operator and repetition operator with the help of within tuples. Okay, now we use some important functions. We create some important functions in tuple. What are the important functions? With the help of example we will discuss len function. First we use len function. This is inbuilt function. This is not a tuple dependent function. This is an inbuilt function of Python. To return the number of element present in a tuple, we use len function. We can use this len function for list 2. This is my tuple 10, 15, 20, 25. This is my tuple. If I print the length of this tuple, if I print len of t, then it will return the value, the element present in the tuple, that is 4. So if I save it, tuple 13.py and run it from the command prompt, it will return the value as 4, because 4 elements are there within this tuple. There are 4 elements, so it return number of element present in the tuple. Okay, so that's it. This is len function. Now count function. This is actually tuple dependent function. This is a tuple function. So if I want to count means here is another tuple, this is 10, 25, 15, 10, 25, 15 and 35. I use some repeated values. If I print count function actually return the number of occurrence of given element in the tuple. How many times it's occur? If I want to count t dot count of 10, I want to know how many times 10 occur. This is a count function. It return how many times the provided value is occurred. In this case 10 occurred 2 times, it's returned 2. Let's see what will be the output. So it will provide the number of occurrence of a given element within the tuple. This is occur ten occurs. This is T1, sorry, I use T. In this T 10 occurs only once, but in T1 it occurred twice, sorry for that. Okay, you will see that in this T occurred twice. Okay, now another function, that is index function. How to use index function? Let's see, T2 equals to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These are the values of a tuple. Now actually we have to use the repeated value. This is also 10, this is 15 and then 30. If I want to print, I want to know the index number, index of, oh sorry, it is not an inbuilt function, so you have to use t2 dot index. T2 dot index of which one index you wants to know? I want to know the index. It will return the first occurrence index, returns the index of the first occurrence of the given element. It will not return this index, it will return always the first occurrence. If I provided 15, then it is 1. If I provide 10, it is 0. Okay, let's see. In this case, I think it's returned 1. Okay, save it, run it from the command prompt. You will see it's returned 1. That means the first occurrence. Where it find the first occurrence, it returned that index. Okay, this is index. Then sort it. To sort element based on the default nature, natural sorting order. If you want to sort it in natural sorting order, this is my actual 5, 40, 15, 25, 20. This is actual list. I want to sort it. L equals to, it sort and return the element as a form of a list. So sorted function always provided the sorted list. So I have to convert this is a list. Now I have to convert it into a tuple. Okay, I have to convert it into a tuple. T4 equals to tuple of L. Now tuple function converted the list into a tuple and stored it into T4. Okay, now I have to print it like that. I have to print that this is the original tuple. Original tuple is T3, and actually I have to print the sorted tuple. Sorted tuple is actually Shorted tuple is actually T4. Okay. Comparative studies. Okay. Now save it and run it. This is the original tuple. This is the original tuple, and this is the shorted tuple 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Where is 5? Where is 5? 5, 5, 5. Actually, I uses some wrong tree. This is the tuple. Okay. Now this is T3. Within a single program, I have to execute everything, so that will create a problem. So I have to run it again. This is the original tuple, and now this is the shorted tuple. Okay. Because of that, I use all the function within a single program. So repeatedly uses T1, T2, T3, T4. So because of that, this is overwritten. Don't worry about that. This is original tuple T3. We shorted T3 and stored it into L. If I print this L, you will see that this is not a. If I print this L, you will see that this is not a tuple. This is actually a list. So we have to convert this list into a tuple. After that one, you will print that shorted list. This is a tuple. You will see that this is a list. Sorry, this is a list. This is the tuple before sorting, and this is the tuple after sorting. So these are the functions. These are the different type of function. We use len, which is an inbuilt function of a Python. You can use len in list to use count to count the occurrence of a given value. We use index. We use shorted. Now another function which is known as reverse, which is known as reversed. Okay, this is a reverse function. S equals to, I have to take a new name, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Now I have to reverse the value. Reversed. I have to reverse the S. This is actually, if you reversed it, then it is not an actually tuple value. So you have to convert it. You actually have to convert this one and stored into some other value. S1 we have to store within S1. Tuple, use tuple function and reverse the R value. Okay, this is my actual tuple. I have to reverse it and stored it in there. Okay, after that one I convert it into a tuple. Now I print this S1. Okay, now I print this S1. If you print it, you will see what will be the answer. You can print it like original tuple, reverse tuple. You can print it like that. You can print it like this. Copy, print it. The original tuple is S and the reverse tuple is S1. Save it and run it. This is original tuple and this is the reverse tuple. So we use different type of functions in tuple. We use len function, we use count function, we use tuple function. There are other functions too. There is another function which is called mean and max function. We can find the minimum and the maximum value within a tuple. This is an easy function. A equals to 10, 15, 5, 45, 65. Actually this is a tuple. I want to find the maximum and the minimum number. Min of A, it will return the minimum value, and we can use max. These are the two functions. We can use max of A. This is min and max, min and max functions. Max, you can use min and max function. This will return 5, answer will be 5, and this answer will be 65. I think 65 is the highest number. Save it, run it again. We will find 5 and 65. You will print it according to your own needs. Okay. So these are the different type of functions that we use in tuple. There is another important concept in tuple, that is tuple packing and unpacking. It is also a very important concept of a tuple. We can use tuple packing and unpacking in this session. This is the final approach from tuple. So this is known as tuple packing. If I created the value like this, 10, b equals to 20, c equals to 30, and d equals to 40. Now if I take like this a comma b comma c comma d, that means you are packing all the values within a tuple. T became tuple, all the value 10, 20, 30, 40, it is actually the element of that tuple T. So now if I print T, you will see, save it, tuple 14.py, save it and run it from the command prompt. You will see all the values are together into a form of a tuple. This is known as tuple packing. Individual elements, these are the integer elements, it's packed with the help of this particular formula. This is tuple packing. This is known as tuple packing. We can create a tuple by packing a group of variable, individual variable. This is tuple packing. This is tuple packing. And there is another concept which is known as unpacking. Unpacking. How can we create unpacking? This is what, there is another tuple which we will store 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Sorry. 50. Now we can create individuals values from this tuple like this. The first value, order is, you have to maintain the order A, B, C, D and E. There are 5 values, you have to give 5 variable name for that. According to 10 will be stored into A, 20, B, C. Now I have to print that one. If you print it like that, A equals to comma A comma B equals to comma P comma C equals to comma C comma D equals to comma D comma E equals to comma E. We can provide the values like this one, and you will see, if you save this and run it, I provided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, this is T1. Actually I have forget it every time, these things. Look at that, A is 10, B is 20, T is 30, 40, 50. You can create individual values from a tuple, and also you can create all the individual value together into a tuple. This is known as tuple unpacking. This is tuple packing, this is unpacking. So that's it. We will complete it, all the things from tuple. After that one, we will discuss about the difference between list and a tuple, and then we proceed to set and dictionary after that one. Okay. Thank you for watching our video. We will see you in the next video. Thank you.